And we're rolling. Yeah. Welcome back to the new episode of Your House, Our Rules, episode 3.
Yeah.
Big time.
We're going to do a little bit of a freestyle type shit today.
So it's fucking Super Bowl Sunday.
It's Super Bowl Sunday. We've had a couple beers and stuff. We're a little loose and a little light for this episode.
Yes.
So we'll see how it works.
No sports ball talk for anybody. It is Super Bowl Sunday, but we're not doing the sports ball talk today.
You're going to have
to stray away from that.
Football.
I mean, we don't have a plan for this episode, so if sports come up, it just kind of comes up. And you being yourself.
Right. Yeah. I'm going to try to stray away from it today.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Until later, until the game actually starts. But this is something that we mentioned last episode, a question that we kind of made you guys all think about, if you had listened to the last episode, was basically if aliens had come to Earth and the human race had to send one person on behalf of our race to meet these aliens, who would you send? Max, what are your thoughts?
Before we get into that, let's do 2 takes on it, because I like the idea of having like a more realistic version of it, like someone who you could actually depend on to fucking like settle things with the aliens, and just like a out of this world one, like some
out
random
of pocket
dude.
And actually what would work.
Yeah,
because one person would never work. We know that. But you would get to pick one person and then somebody in an actual fucking...
There would be a giant team of people if this actually happened.
Yeah, it would have to be that. But so if you guys wanted me to start, I would say it's a really hard thing to do, to pick like just one guy. Does it have to be like a guy that's alive or a guy that's dead, or doesn't really matter?
I guess we'll go
First
alive.
one has to be alive.
Yeah,
the more realistic one has to be alive. The other one, it can be whoever wants to.
Yeah.
Has to be alive. Okay. Shit. Well, I mean... That's a really hard thing to say. I was gonna say like Nelson Mandela, like he would be a really cool guy to fucking send up there. You know, he was part of fucking the movement, the fucking apartheid and all that shit in fucking South Africa. Really fucking like into the fucking community. Had to fucking serve time to fucking get his fucking point out there and shit like that. He would be a really cool guy that you can send up and be like, hey, you guys are different and you're gonna have a hard time, but it is actually something that you can do. You can be incorporated into society if you work hard enough for it. And then they could say, I don't want to work hard for it. Fuck you guys. I'm going to go to the next fucking planet. But I think somebody that could explain how fucking hard it is to be somebody that is not the dominant fucking person on Earth would be somebody that you want to send out there.
Yeah, that's a solid pick. Solid pick.
Okay. I like that. How about you, Spills?
Me? My first pick for like the more realistic one would be Neil deGrasse Tyson. Just because he is an astrophysicist, he knows a lot about space. He would know a lot more about their technology. And I feel like if you're an astrophysicist, you kind of have like that SETI thing, like that's the thing where they're launching radio waves out into the universe to see if like any alien intelligence will get up. Yeah. But the point is, like, this dude has to have some type of plan already if it were to happen, because that is the shit that they think about. So.
I will say, Spilly, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but I will fucking pose this question. Do you think Neil deGrasse Tyson is a fucking social person that can fucking relate who we are as people, or do you think that he can relate the things that we know on a fucking scientific sense to them?
He could do it on a scientific sense, but I'm kind of assuming that if an alien culture were to come all the way across the galaxy to do it, that they would be more scientific in thought than fucking ethical and moral.
Well, I'm not talking about ethics and morals. I'm talking about fucking learning a fucking what a social structure is. So ethics and morals has nothing to do with it. But if you're going to come learn what our technology is and how it butts against yours and where we are in the fucking Kuiper Belt or fucking some weird fucking shit like that, I mean, that's cool knowledge to have, but if somebody can go up and actually explain what your people are like and how they are and what they do, that's a completely different...
I think Neil deGrasse Tyson could do it.
Oh, dude.
I think he would be great at it. Yeah, so to answer your question, yeah.
Well, yeah, shout out to Neil deGrasse Tyson, one of the smartest motherfucking people I've ever fucking heard. One of the coolest dudes. I just don't think that he's necessarily socially the dude that I would send out there. But...
It's my pick, so fuck you.
But no, yeah, awesome fucking pick. Awesome pick.
Okay.
Awesome pick. How about you, Big Harm?
Well, what I'm thinking about is, as you just said, Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've seen pictures of Neil deGrasse Tyson. I've never heard him talk in my life.
Why?
What are you talking
about?
That's
the best thing he does.
Watch his Joe Rogan podcast, bro. They're fucking crazy.
Well, yeah, I mean that's just one thing coming from me is I have never actually heard the guy talk. I just know that he's a physicist.
Yeah. Well, the thing about Neil deGrasse Tyson is he's an astrophysicist and shit. But he is so relatable. He can actually explain the things easy enough so that somebody can actually understand. And that's
a key point.
And I'm sure that's exactly why he's trying to say that he would be a really good guy, a very smart person that can relate to people that may not understand.
He can take very complicated situations and make them sound right to someone who's less.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a good pick. Believe me, I don't know enough about him to say it's a bad pick. So when it was originally brought up, this topic just amongst us three off of the podcast, I wasn't thinking realistic or unrealistic. To me, these were realistic choices. To you two, they sounded very unrealistic. But my first pick...
Yeah, bro, we're just waiting for him to say it. Let's go.
Well, no, people will actually like this. We actually have our first studio guest here today, Andrew Ellerhorst. He is in studio with us today. Eller will agree with me on these three choices. I bet my life.
That's not a good thing.
The Rock. The Rock is number one. The Rock is extremely... I mean, he's awesome. He's like the biggest movie star on the planet.
For the people that can't see our guest Andrew Ellerhorst that just showed up, he's
maliciously smiling and shaking his head.
Yeah, well, he's shaking up and down. That's an agreement, dummies.
Yeah,
and okay, well, the guy is awesome. He can talk to anybody. He's like the best BSer on the planet. I'm riding with The Rock. Second is Ellen DeGeneres. Ellen DeGeneres might be just the nicest publicly known person that we have on this planet, and she's so freaking fun. And I just feel like if the aliens came down here and met Ellen DeGeneres, they would just be very nice to us. You know, they'd be like, oh my God, these people are very nice.
True.
Like, these people can be funny. They're like, you can hang out with these people. I don't want to kill them.
I think that...
You're picking more popular people rather than... That's a lot more the second one.
Yeah, but I mean...
but I don't...
Because they're not fucking...
I understand what you mean, but like... If you're going to send somebody out there, you're not sending somebody to entertain them.
Yeah.
You have to send somebody that has worked their whole life
and fucking...
to be somebody that is going to either impart or receive knowledge the correct way.
There needs to be some rapport with the alien cultures, man.
Well, I'm saying...
we are trying to fuck these aliens.
If you build up a partnership with them, then they'll give us this information. They'll be a part of our society.
You really think that's a thing?
These are nice people. Ellen might be able to get them... I'm telling you, if Ellen meets these people and is like, hey, how about you just we talk about this whole thing and you can help us out with our technology. We'll have a mutual understanding with each other. I don't know. She's nice enough to make it happen.
I'm a day show host that is kind of funny, and I am going to be the forefront of my world to fucking talk to another one.
She's not just a day host. Okay,
that's exactly what she is.
Well, she is, but she's also just like the most popular day host in America.
I don't know.
Millions
of
people love her.
Even if she were
ratings wise, I bet.
But even if she wasn't, I think that somebody that's on TV for entertainment is not necessarily going to hold the same fucking weight when we're trying to create a relationship with a completely different fucking species from a different world, or who knows, maybe a different universe. They're aliens, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't know. Yeah,
it would be really tough to say oh, Ellen, oh yeah, she's cute, but she's cute and funny, so let's send her. That's kind of shallow way to look at it.
Partnership. I'm building partnerships. I don't care. She doesn't need to understand the technology. If she just befriends these people and then has them relay those technological, the technical talk to our scientists and people like that,
and I would say,
then she doesn't really even need to be involved in the technical aspects.
I've lived in 2 countries, and in 2 countries there's been that woman that was that person, right? They're aliens, right? So in Mexico they call her La Malinche, right? She was an indigenous young lady that actually learned Spanish and start helping the Spaniards, right? Right? She was a traitor to the nation, but her relation with the Spaniards was great. She was the one that helped them understand Mexico. But when you help them understand Mexico, now they invade. Now you're the traitor, right? And up here in the United States, who was the one that Pocahontas fucking did the same fucking thing?
I don't know.
It's a great Disney movie, man.
I don't know anything about Pocahontas other than the movie.
But the thing is that if you're just gonna send somebody just because they're kind of cool, yeah, they're just kind of cool. It's not necessarily mean that they're not gonna destroy your country because they don't know how shit's supposed to work.
She's also nice.
Yeah, nice,
cool, but
nice and fucking. What is
to say that an alien culture is even going to understand
Well, that's
niceness.
true. This alien culture might just not care at all who we send, and they might just kill whoever the heck we send.
Well, that's who we said. That's the second.
That's why I'm sending our most charismatic and nice people. Because we can befriend them.
Charismatic and nice people get shit on all the fucking time.
They're cool for entertainment. They're not cool to fucking for foreign relations.
This is no.
Stern
nice guys finish
stern
last.
people.
I'm sorry, bro.
Stern people with good ideas usually can do that a little bit better.
These last two were definitely a reach. The first two were not a reach. The first two make sense.
Okay,
I think a lot of people would agree with that.
Fucking Eller's over here face palming, dude. Like
the last two I have was, and these were chalk it up last second shots. I don't think they're that great, but I had Denzel Washington, and that was only because he was cool. And I also have Oprah because Oprah is probably the most beloved person.
No, she's not. She's just one of the richest people.
I feel like people generally like
how many
Oprah.
times have you actually watched Oprah?
I never.
Did you? Okay, dude.
So how do you generally
I
like
probably
Oprah?
watched her when I was a kid. I don't know.
I
But
used to
either
watch-
way,
I used to watch
Oprah is the
Oprah.
most well-known person. One of the most well-known people.
Give
in
a-
America.
give
But,
us
like,
your-
either way. God.
Give us your more of a reach. I mean, all four of those were kind of a reach.
I mean,
They're all
yeah,
reaches.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I wasn't
they're-
like,
But like
reaching.
not necessarily a fictional person or a
can
fucking
be a
person that
fictional
is
person.
alive today. Just pick someone, anyone. It could be a funny thing.
Yeah, like
it could
dead
be,
person. It could be a live person, just a fictional character. I don't know, to be honest with you. Like you had picked Nelson Mandela. I'm trying to think of like an old, like somebody who has passed away. That would be a good person to send to like negotiate or something like that. But I honestly can't think of a person at the current moment. I don't know.
That is sad.
We'll give you some time to. We'll
Yeah,
give you
no,
some
I
time to
agree.
think
I
about
just
it.
can't. Yeah.
Max, what about
That's
you?
okay. What about me? What?
The second one, just like someone who doesn't need to be alive or realistic. Just any.
Well,
person
your
that you would
first
kinda-
one was the not alive person. Who's your alive person?
I mean, to be completely
Oh yeah, I
honest.
guess you're right. Nelson Mandela.
Yeah, he already gave
completely
his
forgot
dead
Nelson
person.
Mandela died.
Yeah,
Yeah,
who-
Nelson
who's
Mandela,
your
but he
alive
passed away
person?
recently, so I can understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, wasn't that?
I'll
that
give you
was in,
that
like
one.
the last.
I'll
couple
give you that
years.
one.
But yeah, I mean, he's so recent that it's not necessarily, out of peg. But if I had to pick somebody that has recently blown my mind, and I said, "Wow, that is a fucking future fucking guy," that is not necessarily of the fucking social political fucking outbringing, like
Justin
somebody,
Bieber, right?
LS Dream.
LS Dream. Oh,
I
I
would
fucking
say-
love that answer, bro.
Shout out to all of the
Shout out
Astro
LS Dream.
girls of
Fuck
the
you,
world.
Harmeyer. EDM music is fucking dope, and
LS
LS Dream's
Dream-
the king of it. Well,
LS
actually,
Dream
Bass
could
Nectar's
walk
the
up
goat,
to
but
any
LS
fucking
Dream.
alien and make him believe that
This is
thing.
so dumb.
That's so dumb.
You guys don't like The Rock and Ellen, but LS Dream is your pick. I mean,
Yeah,
what's
but
going
we
on?
weren't doing the serious answer. See, mine is going to be Tyrion Lannister. I think that just explains itself.
I like that
The
pick.
dude can fucking talk anyone into anything.
fucking phenomenal.
I like
Peter
Tyrion. I like
Dinklage
the
is
Tyrion-
great
I
fucking
like
actor.
the Tyrion Lannister pick.
Awesome, yeah.
LS Dream. That's just literally a person who does EDM music.
Yeah, but he does some
Dude.
fucking crazy shit.
You,
with that
you,
EDM
if you
music.
if you haven't listened to his music and haven't fucking
Give him a
seen how
check.
he fucking works, you won't understand. If you've actually listened to his music and how he fucking expresses the wildest feelings that you have in a couple fucking sounds and a couple fucking tracks, then you will be able to say, you know what? I think this dude might be able to express something that nobody else in this world would be able to express to a foreign race.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really do.
That's
That's
crazy
not just me being an LS3 fan. I believe it.
crazy town.
You
Do you
got-
have a current alive person that you would send?
LS
Who's your
Dream is alive.
Well, no, yeah, but that's your serious like. You
No,
would
my
have
serious
him
was
over
Nelson
everybody?
Mandela. Like,
Yeah,
any
I
past-
gave him
Yeah.
the Nelson Mandela.
Oh,
one,
as like
because
the
it was
serious
it was
one.
more
Okay,
of a recent.
because it was
thing,
recent.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I just didn't know if you had like if you would have agreed with like the Neil deGrasse Tyson or
No, I
somebody else
agree with
alive.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. I mean, he's not my pick, but I can understand why somebody would pick him, and I would never fucking say like that's bad. I
The
can-
Rock is pretty bad.
The Rock is just
Dude, The Rock can talk to
horrible
these people.
fucking decision, dude.
No, you guys are idiots.
It just sounds like you kind of
We're
just
idiots.
said that to fucking
No,
irritate us.
we were talking about it. Not even
You know
like
what? We talked about this a
related-
couple days ago, and we let you know that The Rock was a terrible fucking answer, and you still went with it, homie.
Dude,
Hey,
I'm
but
telling you,
You know what? If Double
I'm
XL
building-
fucking believes it,
I'm building
You're right.
partnerships.
If Double XL believes it, dude.
That is my stage name when I get famous for music.
Double XL.
Whenever
That's
that
your
happens,
DJ name, bro.
It's my DJing name.
Yeah.
But I hate EDM music, so that's going to be quite a problem. But yeah, no, I like my picks. Screw you guys. LS Dream sucks.
You got another question you want to answer?
I
ask
hate
us,
it.
don't
Yeah,
you?
and speaking of music, there was a question on Twitter that I had seen a couple days back, and basically, if your life was on the line and you had one song that you could sing and you had to get every single word correct, or you would die.
including like tone, harmony, and fucking melody, like
I
sing it at
would
the
just
same like
say-
metric, like in pace and everything.
No,
like
we
perfectly.
just
You
say
get a beat
get the
with it?
lyrics correctly.
Do you get a beat with it?
I will say, yeah, for this we'll say you get the beat with it.
Oh, dude, I can do that with
I
fucking
can do
Can
that with
you?
a lot
1,000
of
songs.
yeah.
With a
Dude,
1,000.
even without the beat, I can do a lot of songs, man. I listen to so much fucking.
But if
music. I
somebody,
can sing American Idiot from fucking front to back, like.
but if
So
somebody
you didn't
came
have
up
a
and rushed in the fucking front door, for you guys that can't tell, the door's right there. But if somebody rushed in that fucking front door with a fucking shotty and said, "Sing a motherfucking song, nigga," I'd be like, it would be a song by Celso Pena, right? It would be "Aunque no sea conmigo." It was one of the best songs from that fucking album. It's always been a staple of my fucking life. There's no way I'm ever gonna forget that fucking song.
Okay. Well, what would be your first song? We'll say that. If you guys can have...
I
Yeah,
just
that would
told
be
you.
your first. Spilly, what would be your first? Yes, Max just told us his first.
I would probably.
would yours?
I know. Well, Eminem's my favorite artist, and I know a lot of his songs all the way through. I don't know if sometimes you can rap his shit and like it's still, even if you know the words, super complicated to like get out of your mouth.
Right.
But I think it would probably be Childish Gambino, Bonfire. I mean,
Okay.
or fucking Bryson Tiller. Don't.
Okay.
That's my most played song on my entire playlist.
that's your
that's
most
a
played
goddamn
song?
good
That's
fucking
a good song, bro. Get me in my feels.
dude. That's a great.
So
song.
mine, I have two that I know that I for sure wouldn't get the lyrics wrong. First would be "Ain't No Mountain High Enough." I can sing "Ain't No Mountain High Enough"
Fucking
with
banger.
yeah, "Ain't
It's
No
a
Mountain
heater.
High Enough."
It's
is
a
just
fucking
good.
heater.
It's good for
Banger.
any.
Yeah.
I mean, you could play it at bars. You could play it at like I love when people play it at
That-
any event.
that
That's
song
a good
is
song.
is the most fucking well received in any fucking any place you are. You play that song, nobody's gonna.
I
bitch
agree.
about
Yeah,
it.
like even if you don't have an appreciation for that genre in general,
Yeah.
you're still gonna like
It's still a good
that
song.
song. Like it's just a good song. My second one, and this is a country song. I don't know if either of you, and I know both of you
I saw
don't
what
really
you
like
wrote it before.
"Friends in Low Places."
Everyone knows that song is the
Yes.
worst
See?
fucking song.
That
on
is
this
not
entire
bad.
planet.
Oh
It's a
my
horrible
god,
song.
you're
It's
dumb.
country for one.
No.
Country is garbage.
No, country's amazing.
It's
You
garbage.
listen to
I
beat,
get-
boop, bop.
I
Shut
get
up.
why-
You listen to EDM music,
And I
don't
can
listen to
quote
your
all
shit.
those songs all the way through because there's no fucking lyrics. Fuck you.
What?
Well, yeah. I mean,
yeah, but
I don't know how that proves anything.
I'm not a big country
you
fan.
use the country
I
because
can
it's a
do
lot
Friends.
easier and slower and fucking you'd be easier to remember.
Well, I
the
mean,
words
these
type
would just
shit,
be
right?
my first two songs. Yeah, I'm not.
Or-
Here's gun to my head when the guy runs in here with the shotgun. I'm not going to pick the most complicated rap song I can
Yeah,
think
I
of.
know,
I'm
I
going to
understand.
pick the easy ones.
That's why I was
Correct.
just saying about
and
you
my
using the
favorite.
country one. But
Ain't No Mountain High Enough is my actual favorite
Dude,
song.
But country song, if somebody
love
came in and said you have to sing a country song, Midnight in Montgomery any fucking day, Midnight in Montgomery by Alan Jackson. I
Okay,
can
Alan
run
Jackson.
that in and out, up and down. I can even make the R&B version in front of you. I just fucking put some soul into that shit. You know what I mean?
I tell you this, I know Cooper and Casey will be listening to this. They will love that pick. They're big Alan Jackson guys.
Oh, dude, Alan Jackson is the fucking goat.
And they're also going to love my pick. Friends in Low Places is great. If you play Friends in Low Places at a bar, it is actually one of like everybody
believe.
gets up for that song. It's
No,
actually
but
amazing.
nobody likes it.
You're an idiot. What do you mean?
Dude, it's
You
like
like
it's
the
like fucking
song.
Journey's fucking song. What's that fucking song they always
Don't
play?
stop believing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Everybody knows it.
Everyone can sing
Nobody
it. but
likes it.
Who gives a shit? Stop
I
playing it.
I feel like people like it. If you're going to have
Sweet Caroline, nobody likes it, but everybody knows it.
what do you mean? If
Nobody-
you're
Are you gonna
Actually
fucking
likes
jam
country,
to
bro.
Sweet Caroline in
Nobody.
your fucking car? Like, come the fuck
No.
on.
But
Nobody
at an
actually likes
event,
You don't like
it's like it's one of those special type of songs that like you only do in big crowds. I don't hate Sweet Caroline, but singing Sweet Caroline when we went to Fenway Park with 40,000 other people was one of the coolest experiences of all time.
That's their thing.
It is their thing, but like
But-
even if you go to a bar or like weddings always do the Sweet Caroline thing, if you're singing those type of songs with a lot of people, it's actually a very fun time.
I don't know.
That's the same thing with that.
I
Friends in
think
Low
I've
Places.
been to enough fucking concerts and enough bars and enough places and heard those fucking 4 or 5 songs that are iconic bar songs for me to fucking hate them.
Really?
Not necessarily that I don't know them because I know every fucking word of them. but god damn, they are fucking irritating.
So while we're on the topic of just shitting on Harmeyer, because apparently
not
it's going to be
shitting
the
on
shit on
Harmeyer.
Yeah,
Harmeyer.
it's
going to be the shit on Harmeyer
episode.
type show.
Whatever.
Dude, you've never done fucking laundry before.
Yeah, I got some flack for the
my
laundry
God.
thing, which is I understand why I get flack for the laundry thing.
It would be a really wild thing if you didn't understand why.
No, I do understand why. I'm a
Okay.
26-year-old person. I should have done laundry. I have like taken something from the washer and put it into the dryer and pressed the button.
So you've
But
never.
I've never from like putting things into the washer,
Do you not know how
into
to-
the dryer, and then folding them. Like not the whole cycle of doing laundry and getting it into like your closet.
You know how to
or
do
your
No, he does
I
not.
probably do.
No, he doesn't.
It doesn't
I
sound
don't
like
know.
it.
Yeah.
If you say
could-
probably I
could
do,
figure-
you probably
I
don't.
could figure it out, but
I mean,
like
it's not a hard
You're
thing.
saying you know how to fold laundry and get it out of the dryer.
no, I probably could do that. I'm not
could.
good at folding.
He's not saying
Yes,
he
everybody
has.
can do
No,
that.
I'm not good at folding by any stretch of the means.
Dude,
No,
you know-
if you were
Oh, I
judging
suck
me,
at folding. I'll
to
tell
be
you
to be
that.
Really
comple-
at folding,
to be completely honest, dude, like one of the things that I would omit of myself, because I'm a very like shameless person. I will tell stories about me looking like the biggest fucking asshole or like the biggest piece of shit. But
But
one
I've
thing that I would omit that I've never done would be laundry. I would never come up to somebody and be like, dude, you know, I've never done laundry. Dude, that's, I mean, to me, that's like, whew.
I'm not. Well, I will say I'm not like on the streets just telling people I don't do laundry. It naturally came up because you mentioned laundry.
No, yeah, it's not
It
on
wasn't
the streets.
natural actually at all. I just mentioned it because
Yeah,
it's
you
like
took it-
it's
took a
something on
huge
my
fucking-
mind. Like
you went on a side quest, bro. Like
even
the entire
even
season
when,
of The Witcher.
even when dude, The Witcher stinks.
Horrible show.
Even when I moved out for a year, my mom offered. We had a washer and dryer at our house that we lived at. My mom offered like, hey, if you just want to bring your laundry back here, that's more than fine.
Gail's a saint, though.
Gail is a saint, and so I did that. I was like, oh heck
She doesn't
yeah!
sound like a saint. She sounds like a martyr.
What?
Did you say a mortar or martyr?
A martyr.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought you. Okay. Well, yeah. So every Sunday, I would take all of my dirty clothes over and just hang out for like 8 hours and get
You do
free
laundry
food
once a
and
week?
just hang out. What?
You do laundry once a week?
At that point, probably because I just worked at Sherwin-Williams and then just kind of chilled because it would have been. I guess it would have been senior year of college, somewhere in there. So I don't know how
You were
often
a
I was
senior
actually
in
like.
college and had never done your own laundry.
I am 26
He
years
also
old
will not
right
eat
now and
vegetables.
still
Still
have
never done
not.
it.
Well, the vegetable thing is actually a really big topic of my life
Okay.
because I will not
But
eat
there's
vegetables.
a difference. There's a difference between vegetables and laundry.
I
You
definitely-
can
yeah, I get
you
that.
can choose not to eat vegetables if you don't like them.
Yeah.
Nigga, you gotta do laundry.
At some point, I'll do laundry.
He tells us all the time, like, dude, I just can't. If it has fucking vegetables in it and I eat it, like, I gag. And like,
It is. If I get something and it has just like a sliver of lettuce, I taste it and it's like amplified by 1,000.
you know,
And most people will be like, "Oh yeah, lettuce doesn't really have a taste," or it's like just for the crunch, it just gives it that extra. And I'm like, it sickens me to think about the taste of lettuce.
I will tell you this straight up. If I go to a fucking restaurant and I get a chicken sandwich, like a fried chicken sandwich, if there is not lettuce on that fucking chicken sandwich, I won't eat it.
Really?
I need that extra crunch that the fucking lettuce provides with the fucking chicken sandwich. Don't get
I
me wrong,
will-
I can eat fried chicken. No,
I
like
will say-
plain, but if it's a sandwich, it needs some lettuce on it.
Like to the guys that are our listeners, Harmeyer has said that he doesn't want to be the guy that just can't eat it. He would really love to be
I
able
would.
to.
Dude, I really wish I could
I
share
would
some of these
love-
vegetables with you, man. Vegetables
I
are
would love
great.
because there's so many good meals and so many good dishes that people make that include vegetables and they smell great. But the minute that I actually would take a bite of it, to me it tastes like dirt.
So it's more it's not much of a dislike. It's more of an ailment.
Yeah, it's not my choice.
It's a
basically.
goddamn sickness.
It's not my choice. Yeah, I've been thinking. It's a disease.
Like
yeah,
micropenis.
and I'll still get like I'm 26. I'll still get people like, oh, you don't like corn? Like people I've known for like 15 years would be like, oh, dude, I thought you liked corn. No, corn, carrots, peas, just like the most basic of
Corn's not a
basic
vegetable.
vegetables. Isn't corn a vegetable?
Corn's a grain.
Is it?
Dude, it doesn't
I've
fucking
just been wrong
matter.
on that
Just
the
let-
whole time?
Let the dude fucking say what he doesn't like.
Nope.
Well, yeah, I hate all of this.
This is shit on Harmeyer episode.
It is kind of the shit on Harmeyer,
A lo-
but
no,
I can take it.
A lot of people would.
I'm
say
built
that
stronger.
fucking
Move on from
corn
us
is the
shitting
best.
on
I'm
We can move
built.
on.
I'm built like The Rock and Ellen and Oprah. I have a big heart. I will. The
You
aliens.
do. You are
they'll
one of the
love
most
us.
genuine person.
The only thing you're missing are the billions of dollars in between them.
Well, that is
True.
probably the only thing that separates me and The Rock.
Dude,
It's just the money.
It's sweet as
Everything else, we are practically the same. I would agree with that. That's your words, not mine. That's your words.
I was joking.
Well, I
wasn't
don't
being
know.
serious.
Eller's nodding his head inside of the studio right now in agreement that it is probably the only thing that
I would say you're way more jacked.
if
than
I
The Rock,
got
to be
like
honest.
three tattoos, I
Just
think
three.
me and The Rock would be.
So do you guys? That's actually kind of interesting. Do you guys ever want to get any tattoos? Because I want to get inked the fuck up. I just want the right tattoo artist. I want really good art, and I want to be able to. I want to be a little bit bigger than this. Because if I'm working out and shit like that, as my muscles grow, I don't want them to stretch. But apparently, if it's a good tattoo artist, that's not an issue.
No, it depends.
I don't know.
It depends how old you are and how good your skin is.
That's true.
How big are you intending on getting?
My tattoos?
No,
you.
no. Like, yeah, I was like, you're acting like you're gonna look like The Rock.
No, not The Rock. But I'm just
Okay.
saying, I want to be a lot bigger and shit like that. It's just, we'll see.
Okay,
But that's
Well,
that's the reason
I mean,
why I'm waiting to get tattoos.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't really ever have a strong enough feeling to get a tattoo. I don't really. Not that I don't care if you have tattoos, but yeah, for me personally, I never really thought of getting tattoos at all.
I've always thought that tattoos were a really fucking cool thing. I've seen a lot of shitty tattoos. I've seen some fucking awesome tattoos. And
I've seen some really dumb ones.
there's like sometimes
some great ones. Yeah.
where you find this artist that a couple of your buddies have gone to and they have the best shit. And you're just like, okay, I'm going to fucking get it. I just need to figure out what I want. And that's why I don't have a tattoo. Because I've never figured out what the fuck I want.
I'm probably going to the dude who did Chris's tattoo because Chris Max's brother has this really dope like Mexican skull and smooth Harmeyer.
Yep, that's tough. I just kicked over one of our. Hey Eller, help us out and try to stabilize this thing. I just kicked over my camera, everybody. That's on me. I'm not making it easy to stray away from the shit on Harmeyer. I will say I'm definitely not making it easy.
Kick the tripod over. Man.
I am definitely giving plenty of reason. But go on, yes,
But I
Chris's
was
tattoo.
saying, I would probably go with the guy who did Chris's tattoo. He also did Kyle Rudolph's tattoo in.
Oh, really? Okay.
Cedric Benson.
From the Vikings,
and
yeah.
fucking,
He's done all kinds of shit.
Yeah, he did
Chris is just really dope. Chris, if you got a picture of that sent to me, I might put it on the podcast because that's a super dope tattoo.
That's good.
Also, I got a tattoo artist friend down in Tennessee where my cousins live and stuff like that. I told him, I was like, if you tattoo me for free, you can pick the spot and you can pick what you want to do. Just, it has to be free.
typical Spilly move.
Okay. You just think he's
And
just
you know what he
told?
well, he told me he'd definitely do it. He said he wants to tattoo my cousin Jeff somewhere on my body.
But see,
Oh, just like a picture
A
of your
portrait
cousin?
of my cousin Jeff on
I
my body,
wouldn't-
and I'm
yeah,
down
you
with it.
want
Fuck
that?
it. Yeah,
Oh, that's
I don't
I
give a
feel like
fuck,
that would
bro.
be kinda
If
weird.
that's
I
what
don't
he
know.
wants to do. That's what he
The
wants to do.
faces thing,
I'm letting him
I
put
don't
his
know.
art out there. If he wants to use it to fucking portrait my fucking cousin on my body somewhere, go for it. But that's the way they are.
So
down
do
there,
you
man.
do you want tattoos like everywhere, or are you more like you want the arm sleeves, or like you want only on the back and
I
torso?
want probably like a half sleeve on my right bicep that goes down to the elbow. Probably something on my left forearm. Maybe something on the chest across my heart, and maybe something down the side.
Okay.
to be completely honest, like if
I don't want to be covered.
Okay.
if I were to do like if I wanted to like hop into the fucking tattoo fucking thing, I want to be covered from fucking stem to fucking stern and from from my shoulder all the way to right here. Like I want a goddamn shirt of the most beautiful shit.
Oh, really? So
I
if
want
you
it.
basically
If I'm
if
going
you
to do
go,
it,
you want to go in.
But
hard.
not something you can see on my arms, not something you can see on my neck. I want when I take off my shirt, I can appreciate it for what I am. I'm not trying to show people how cool I am because I got a chicken wing fucking tattooed on my fucking hand. You know what I mean? Or like fuck on my fucking knuckles. No. I want something that is for
Are
me.
you talking about that dude that worked at Allied?
Who?
There's a guy who had a chicken wing tattooed somewhere on his body.
Oh, dude, I mean, I've met a whole bunch of people like that. Like one of my friends had a fucking a smiley face, like 2 dots in a smiley face here and 2 X's in a smiley face on his knees.
He's pointing to his knees. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I'm pointing to my knees. But on his knees, he had smiley faces, which to me,
Diddish
stupidest
is-
fucking shit ever.
Diddish is stupid, but I like it to an extent. Like I like it. He's just got the Gucci Man fucking ice cream on his leg. And it's so
I totally
it's
forgot
hysterical,
about
bro.
that.
I love that. He did it as just like I'm pretty sure he did it as a joke, but
Hey, that's
I don't know. It works.
That's commitment to the game.
I feel you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever jump into the tattoo thing, but I like when people do get tattoos. I appreciate if it's like a good tattoo. If it's just like, I mean, I don't even care about the color as much. There's some that are like super vibrant, like reds and stuff that do end up looking very nice.
Yeah.
I don't like colored tattoos. All my tattoos would probably be black and white. I'd
Just like
accent
the
them with
straight
color, but I don't like colored tattoos.
Oh, really?
I think they just don't look right.
He's
they
a
fade
tattoo
too easy.
racist.
Yeah, I don't like them. Okay, so moving on. What do y'all think about this? The World Health Organization, is that WHO? Is that the acronym for it?
For who?
World Health. I think it's the World Health Organization. It's called WHO. Yeah, the acronym is WHO. They declared a
Who's on first? Never mind. That's a baseball
I
thing.
know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I did that as a speech in grade school.
Yeah.
But the World Health Organization declared a state of emergency in China this week
For what?
for the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Bud Light
we were
virus.
just watching that coronavirus. Yeah, Corona tried to play. Well, actually, it wasn't real because of the same company. But yeah, there was like the big joke going around that Corona was trying to get
It
the
to be the Bud
coronavirus
Light virus.
renamed to the Bud Light
that's
virus,
hysterical.
which seems like a direct shot. I'm a Bud Light guy. But you know what? I like Coronas anyways. This isn't about the drink. This is about the actual virus. I don't know anything about it. I have no idea. And I am one of those people that it's not affecting me directly. And I know it sounds bad to say, but I'm just like, whatever. It's not affecting me. I will never get this disease.
Well,
Doesn't matter.
apparently
I
it
don't know what
discovered
about it.
someone in Miami University, like Ohio.
Yeah, I did see that
has
the
it.
other
But
day.
we just watched something before that said that it was in California, Nevada, and like Massachusetts or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I did a little bit of research on it, and I know that there's 3 strains of it. There's the SARS strains, the like MECR strain or some shit, and then just the regular coronavirus. The regular coronavirus is just like the flu. The SARS one has slightly worse symptoms to it, but like there's no confirmed deaths. And I think the one that's going around right now in China is like the MERC or S or whichever one, and it kills 4 out of every 10 people.
Yeah, it's 300 plus count right now, I think.
300 in China, yeah.
Yeah, 300 plus.
That is insane. Yeah, I don't really understand anything about it, like all the symptoms or anything like that.
So I mean, it's like one of those things. I mean, we do tend to do that. Like, it doesn't affect me or this, that, and the other. But there's gonna be a day when the Spanish flu is a fucking thing again, or there's some shit like that, where it's killing fucking 18 million fucking people in a fucking stroke of fucking damn, I didn't care.
do mosquitoes still carry a lot of diseases?
They carry. I think.
a lot of diseases.
Mosquitoes are like the most. And I'm not sure.
They're the most dangerous animal in the entire
But they
world.
are like the most.
Isn't that crazy
I
to
mean,
think
because they
about?
carry malaria and fucking Zika, and they can fucking infest you. Like when they bite you, they can put bot flies in your body, and you can go septic and fucking die.
Yeah.
Like, dude, mosquitoes are horrible
I know
fucking animals.
I know you've seen it. Have you ever watched like on Netflix the 72 dangerous animals, and then they have Latin
most
America,
aggressive animal
Australia.
is a mosquito.
Mosquito is number 1 on all of them because of how much disease it spreads. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is nuts to think
But
about.
you got to think, dude, like this itty bitty small thing that is irritating as fuck, dude. It can bite you, and your child will have hydrocephaly because it bit you.
Right, and just how many people it can
Like,
affect is just like
There's mosquitoes
It's
everywhere,
wild.
all around the world.
Right,
yeah.
right. And you just kind of shoo it off like, just a mosquito, and then it's like, actually, I could just kill a billion people.
Yeah. I mean, shit. Yeah, it's one of those things, man.
It's
But, yeah.
weird. But actually, now that you guys just brought up like the mosquitoes thing, there used to be a guy on YouTube that I watched, me and Hutzel watched, and he is a person who just like gets the animals that have like the most painful sting, like
stings himself
bees,
with
and he
it.
stings
Isn't
himself
it
with
named like
it.
Coyote something or
It is something coyote, bear coyote. He has like a very like it is a made up name,
yeah,
but
it's a
yeah,
weird
it's like
name.
But those videos are awesome.
I've watched them,
I
and
would
they
never
are
do it.
awesome. But the first time I saw them, I was like, "Why in the fuck are you trying to pick out the most painful thing to do to yourself and then doing it?"
The guy
is crazy.
Harmeyer is talking about, he does it as just being fucking stupid.
That's what
But
I'm
there's a
saying.
guy on the 72 most dangerous animals things that they have on there, and he's actually like a specialist scientist who does it for science to rate how powerful this thing is and how dangerous it can be.
Yeah, fuck your science.
Yeah,
I'm
The
not
bull
gonna do
ant
that
is
to
the
myself.
most dangerous, or is the most dangerous thing. Not dangerous thing because it won't kill you. It just
Powerful.
Apparently, it fucking comes
Painful.
in waves, like incredibly fucking painful waves for days at a time. Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
like those fucking Medusa or like fucking box jellyfish, like some dudes like just can't fucking handle
Well, no,
it.
they'll die.
No, but like some of those won't
box
kill you.
The
It
box
just
jellyfish is literally the
oh
most.
fucking man of wars or whatever the fuck they're called. It's some type of fucking
The
jellyfish.
box jellyfish is the most
Man of wars,
potent
right?
poison. It has the most poison or venom. I guess it would be venom because it's being injected, but
I don't fucking know.
yeah, no, the I believe it's the box jellyfish that is the most. It is. Yeah, Elder's giving me it's the most poisonous thing. It's like it will kill you if you fucking.
But I'm saying, you as a person, you as listeners, if you want to figure out how much it hurts, ask somebody instead of doing it to yourself.
Yeah, I strongly
It's the
agree with that.
smarter thing you can do.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I would definitely not
I
find out how
disagree
bad.
totally. You want to know what it's like to jump off a building? Jump off a building.
That might happen to me in a couple months, depending on how the Bengals draft goes.
We
That's just a small
man.
point.
It came back to sports.
That's just, yeah. I didn't want to bring it to sports. You guys brought it there. You had to bring up the building. You knew
The building
knew
was there.
exactly where this was going. You sons of guns. But yeah, no.
So speaking of sports and building jumping, so like all these weird fucking bets that you can make today, like, are you gonna jump off if you don't win one of those fucking weird ass
I
bets?
don't really.
Talk a little bit about some of those.
We can, just because these aren't really like crazy sports bets. These are just kind of the
Like
random,
just-
unique side bets that you can
ass
make.
bets. Like,
Some of you listening are like, ugh, sports talk. These are actually just kind of funny things that you can bet on. Like, these are some things that I wrote in an article that I didn't bet on all of these. But like the amount of times Donald Trump tweets today is something you can bet on in Vegas.
wow.
Because they assume that it's going to be a spike in him talking about the game. And then there's also you can bet on him attending the game. You can bet on a Nike commercial starring Colin Kaepernick during the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You can bet on, like the Gatorade shower, the national anthem. There's so many random side pieces that you can.
What
get
are the
involved
odds
with.
of a fucking safety fucking looking back for a ball, fucking missing it, and just running over a fucking cheerleader? Like, how much do I have to put on that to make a certain amount of money?
Oh, I don't know. But if I had to guess, or like if I had to just put a number on it, the likelihood of like one of the players just trucking a cheerleader, I don't know. You could probably put like $100 down on that and win like maybe like $5,000, $6,000.
I'm all about it.
Just because the likelihood of that happening is maybe only happens like 3 times.
Dude,
in an
I would be
NFL
the
season.
happiest dude. Like, if I legitimately talked a bookie into taking a fucking dumbass bet that I wanted, like, I don't know, fucking, I bet he falls on the fucking, on the third down, fucking 2 yards in. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just
I mean,
in
some-
the 13th minute.
yeah,
of-
whatever
there
the
are-
fuck it is, and then you say, oh, I got 20 on that. Of course, he's gonna look at me like, really, Nick? You made
Yeah.
me do all this research to say I can do it, and you're gonna put 20 down on it, and I'll be like, yeah. But all of a sudden, you're like, oh, well, the odds were fucking astronomical. Here's $50,000, or I mean, it probably won't be that much, but you know what I mean.
You can also bet on like the first song. Obviously, when everybody hears this, you guys will know the answers to all these questions. But like you can bet on like the first song by Shakira at halftime, the first song by Jennifer Lopez at halftime. So yeah, there are a lot of random things you can get involved with. As you're listening to this, the Chiefs did win the game, 27-24.
Fuck off, Horfire.
Yeah, the Chiefs won the game 27-24. Deebo Samuel scored the first touchdown for the 49ers. And yeah, that's what actually happened. So when you're listening to this, all of this will be true.
But yo, to be completely honest, I grew up on Shakira. Shakira has always been
This is
one
going
of
to
the.
be the dumbest fucking halftime performance.
I think it's going to be awesome.
I think I've never been more pumped than this day for a fucking halftime show. I've never been.
I was really excited for Bruno Mars a couple years ago, and he delivered.
Yeah.
I
Big time.
didn't think Bruno Mars was going to be shit. I didn't really listen to him at the time, but he fucking killed it.
He
Yeah,
killed
Bruno
it.
Mars had
He
a
killed
really
it, but I'm
good-
sorry.
Yeah.
He's
a
the
great,
reason I listen to Bruno
he's
Mars.
he's
now.
a great artist, and I love all of his fucking music. But when you got the biggest eye candy from what I have ever fucking thought, dude, like, I'm gonna watch it. I'm pumped for it.
Shakira? Is that who you said, or J-Lo?
Shakira and J-Lo is some of the best eye candy.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll give you that, but you said the best.
They've got to be. I mean, they're in the conversation.
They're definitely up
Yeah,
there
they're
with
in the conversation.
with popular
I'll give it to you.
popular
J-Lo-
people that
I never
I would
really
say are
found
dimes.
J-Lo, like, I mean, I've always found her attractive. I never found her, like, overly attractive.
don't.
but
This
her
guy.
age- she ages well.
And it's okay,
Well, she
Keith.
does do that.
It's
That's-
okay. It's okay to like men. but don't hate on us that like women.
Dude,
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what I mean?
I
So-
agree. I strongly.
So
agree
let's
with
get
that.
into like some ethical shit.
Did you really ignore that,
Somewhat,
dude?
yeah,
You
yeah.
can't. You're not gonna ignore that.
No, I'm going to
We
say
If you don't like
that
J Lo, you
tell
probably
you
just
what,
don't like
as
women.
much
Period.
gay shit as you want to. You can pop off 1,000 fucking dicks, and if you say it's not gay afterwards, it's not gay. So I ain't gay.
Okay.
Alrighty, I'm glad we cleared that up.
Yeah, we cleared that up. What was the next topic you wanted to jump into?
Way to be abrasive. Up in there.
I really have no idea where to go from that point.
You
right
were gonna
there.
say
Yeah,
something.
you were literally like on to something.
No, I was literally going to make the comment about fucking. If it's
Oh,
not
you
gay,
were just
it's
really
gay.
interested in
Yeah,
talking.
no, I
about
was commenting
penises.
on what
Okay.
he said. On commenting on.
Okay.
Yes,
I'm not gay all the way.
but yeah, I mean, fucking halftime shows. A halftime show is a halftime show. Any day you're gonna watch a halftime show. But if you can have a 50-year-old woman that is just a damn bombshell, I want to see that. If you have this, if you see this, if you have this,
You always say I'm uncultured about music, and you don't know any J
If
Lo
you
or
have-
Shakira songs. So
if
go
you
fuck
have
yourself.
Shakira-
No, Shakira, hips don't lie. That's it.
but
These are irrelevant fucking artists. They're pretty women, but
are
they're
you
irrelevant
stupid?
fucking artists.
Irrelevant
Eller
artists?
Horse is leaving the room.
Irrelevant.
Oh
Yes, they
my
might be
Lord.
popular,
Look
but
how
they're
you
fucking
pissed off
irrelevant.
Eller
For a
Horse.
Super Bowl? Dude, we've had fucking Tom Petty, fucking Paul McCartney, Bruce
You're getting
Springsteen
loud.
play on that stage, and fucking J-Lo and Shakira? Like, really, y'all? Really?
Yeah.
This
off.
really upset you.
I will.
It did. It's just
I will.
stupid.
I will.
Halftime performances
I
have
will take.
sucked.
I will take Shakira, a beautiful Colombian woman, dancing and singing her ass off more than "Born in the USA." Like, who the fuck? I don't care about Bruce
You
Springsteen.
Fucking un-American piece of
I will
shit.
say I'm
And
here
you
for
can
the
call it what you
entertainment.
want,
I'm here
but-
for the entertainment factor. I don't care if the music's great or not. If it's just a good show, if you just put on a good show
I agree.
all together, I'm fine with that. Yeah.
So, do you think we've noted when I was talking about all those people who have, they came like 10 plus years ago when they were performing. I've noticed that they're trying to incorporate more pop figures and more women into it. Do you think that's kind of because, like, the women who watch the Super Bowl come over, they're not necessarily watching for the game. They're
It's
watching
always
for
been
advertisements
pop, dude. You tell me one show that wasn't pop on the fucking. I mean, you might
Paul
find
McCartney,
one.
Bruce Springsteen, and Tom Petty.
That's
I wouldn't call-
pop.
I wouldn't call any of those artists pops. That's fucking
Paul
rock.
McCartney
That's
was the
rock-
biggest pop star.
That's fucking rock and roll, dude. That is
Ain't no
OG
damn rock and roll.
Fuck off.
The Beatles. If you call the Beatles
Pop.
rock and roll, you're a
The
fucking.
Beatles is pop rock.
It's pop. That's what I'm saying.
So I'll give you that, but I still consider that more rock.
Bruce
and roll.
Springsteen, pop.
I honestly don't
But
know.
back to the question that I was trying to raise: do you think they're trying to introduce more women into the halftime show to help get more women viewership?
Well, no, I don't think that.
I
I
don't
think
know.
that we've finally noticed that we can't just fucking put people to the side because they're women. Now we have to fucking start incorporating the other genders or different sexes and shit like that. Now it seems like it's fucking odd because you never see it now, but it's probably something that's trying to turn the fucking tides to be more of a fucking equality-based event.
So you think it's more of an equality issue than just getting viewership?
I don't think it's an issue. I think it's something that should
Not an
happen.
issue, but you know. what I
yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just something that naturally happened. Like, once the equality thing had been raised more and more and more, it was like, oh, you know what? These women can kick ass at entertaining too. Let's bring them into the biggest show
Correct.
in America,
And
really.
it definitely
so, like, yeah, the
should
halftime
be
shows are
something
really
that
Yeah,
happens.
I mean, Katy Perry's halftime performance, I enjoyed the fuck out of that.
To be-
Lady Gaga's was all right. I do not think this one is going to be a
The Black Eyed
shit
Peas is by far the worst fucking.
show. I like me some Black Eyed Peas,
no,
but
no.
you're right. Their halftime performance.
Their
sucks.
halftime performance almost made me want to fucking puke. It was the most fucking unorganized, horrible audio, bad. Like, they didn't even have stamina. They walked up the damn stairs, danced a bit, and then they're like, in the fucking mic. Like, what? Get your shit ready, man.
I still haven't seen Justin Timberlake's from last year, and I was really interested in that one.
Justin
last year?
Timberlake.
It was okay.
Wasn't it? It was Justin Timberlake.
I'd
don't get me wrong, I
I'd
love
rather
JT.
him pull some titties out on stage, to be completely honest.
It was
but-
Justin Timberlake and somebody else. Who did he partner with? Was
Adam
it ASAP
Levine.
Rocky?
Adam Levine.
Well, and Adam Levine. Actually, it was all three of them.
Yeah, Maroon 5. That dude from
That's
Maroon
right.
5,
That
yeah.
is right.
Adam Levine.
Yes,
I love
yeah.
this Maroon 5.
That was
Dude,
actually
Maroon-
really good. I like it.
That
Maroon
would've been
5
dope. I need to watch that. I'm getting on and watch
Maroon
like
5
Adam
is
Levine.
hot.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'm not gonna lie, I
That
don't
was
really
the song
know.
at Panama City, bro.
Yeah, we did. We played that payphone song
No.
on the way down to
No,
Panama
the
like
best
1,000
song
times.
is Beauty Queen of only 18.
That's a good one, too.
That's the song right there.
Dude, I remember me and Chris singing the one that's "You Give My All to," or whatever the fuck that song is.
John Legend.
Yeah, it's not. So it's not Maroon 5. I thought that was Maroon
John
5.
Legend. You're like, all of me loves all of you.
Yeah,
That's a great song
That is
too.
a good song.
Yeah.
John Legend's a man too.
Yes, he is. He's not very fucking emotional, but like he sings and then it's kind of like.
I was watching
Dead.
some stand up about
But
another man
yeah.
who was talking exactly about that. It's so fucking true.
But I mean, yeah, dude has pipes and I like his music.
I do generally like him and Chrissy Teigen are like always in social media because Chrissy Teigen is always tweeting about. You've never like.
Chrissy
Well, I will
His
say, if
wife.
you're not on Twitter, you also might not know.
Dude,
that world.
I've been trying to get
Twitter
back
is
into
the
Twitter
best.
since we've done
Chrissy
this. It is
Teigen-
shit, dude. It's a dying
Chrissy
fucking
Teigen's-
media, bro.
No, it is
It is
not.
dying. Look at
You're
the
a
fucking
psycho.
numbers. It's legitimately a dying fucking social media.
I've always hated Twitter. To be honest, guys, and I'm not being a dick or anything. I only opened the Twitter because we're having a podcast, and it was like a better way to get it out. But I've
I don't
never
think
had
I
a
can get
podcast
into it
until
yet.
like 3 weeks ago.
Twitter's the best. You just gotta know who to follow.
I did it for the podcast, and I'm gonna be honest. I just don't see it. Like every time I get onto my account, I've got like 10 fucking notifications, and none of them have anything to do with me. They're all just recommended fucking tweets.
Oh, you
on
do-
some
you
fucking
just-
bullshit.
you
and
will
I
just
can't
have to
them
turn that off.
How do you do it?
Oh well, I can help you turn that off.
Please do. 'cause
It
that
also
shit's
helps when you actually get more involved and have so many people you're following and followers that they don't feel like they have to pick and choose. Like, oh, this person like this tweet, this person like this, and 6 other people. Yeah, once you get so many followers, they
follow
stop
me on
trying.
Twitter then, so I can fucking get some more.
Yeah, just start
content.
following. But yeah, no, I mean Twitter is the funniest.
Also, I'm a savage on Twitter. I don't give a fuck on Twitter.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean you're kind of the same way on Facebook. I hate Facebook.
Well, you're
Facebook
kinda-
is
I
annoying.
tend to hold back on Facebook a little bit more.
Facebook stinks.
Facebook is
I hate
way
Facebook.
better.
It's just all I get on, and I know it all is dependent on who you follow, stuff like that. It is almost always something like a political battle going on at some point.
You
If
can
I
turn
scroll
that
for
off,
like
too.
5 minutes,
You can turn that off too.
well, I would just have to delete certain people. Honestly, is where most of it is coming from. But like,
Delete 'em.
well, you know what?
You
It's
don't
not
have to
even-
delete them. You can unfollow them.
And it is weird. Well, right. But it is weird. It's usually not like my closest friends. It's just like the people that I've been friends with on Facebook for just like years, just because randomly everybody used to add everybody on Facebook.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have random people on my Facebook that share politics stuff all the time, and I'm just like, ugh, arguments, good grief.
I remember when Facebook was taking over MySpace and shit like that. I was so pissed because MySpace was so cool back in the day.
MySpace was awesome. You could have like the top 5 songs, your top 5 friends.
Yeah, the second you opened up your actual page, which is like kind of like a little mini website, and you had your own song fucking playing in there. It was dope.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed that.
You
I
didn't
did
have
like MySpace.
didn't you?
No, never.
You
had
didn't
one.
have MySpace?
Fucking lame.
I didn't
that
have a
was kinda
fucking
lame.
Facebook until like 2011.
I actually, well, no, I was kind of late. No, I wasn't that late, I guess. To the
Yeah, I was like
Facebook
2021 by the
Dude,
time I fucking
Facebook
got one.
really started coming in like 2008, 2009. I remember people were moving over to Facebook in my first year of high school in around 2009.
Yeah,
So that's not very late into the game, man.
myself and
No,
Joey.
that's what- but like that was like my first social media.
Yeah, you
thing.
did have the MySpace.
Yeah, you were definitely late to like the whole social media.
Yeah, to the whole
thing,
social
for
media
sure.
thing, I was definitely late by a long shot.
And even before the MySpace thing, I was always doing the AIM chat.
Oof.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
I
yeah.
definitely was
Back
big
in the
on
day.
that. Yes, every single night would log on from like the 6 o'clock to like 9:30 and just like type in, "Hey, what's up?" to just a random person.
Have you ever
like
done-
5 lines of conversation and be done?
Have you ever done chat roulette?
No, I've never done
okay.
that.
So like one of my buddies,
Isn't that mostly just dudes jacking off into the camera?
crazy, right?
Oh goodness.
So one of my buddies, Ferris, he had a big old TV, like that was like a 50-inch TV, and he had his computer hooked up to it. And I went over to his room. He's like, "Hey man, you ever done chat roulette?" I was like, "I don't even know what the fuck that is." He was like, "Oh, come on over, man." He's like, "You could probably see some girls, on here." I was like, "All right, I'm down for it." Dude, the amount of wangs being stroked,
Really?
because it's like you can like go
Yeah.
down and it like flips. Like you can go from like party
And
to party.
Omegle. Omegle's like that too, isn't it?
I don't
illegal. Yeah, dude, you get on these fucking stream sites where like you can talk to people through a fucking video chat. It's all just you just keep clicking. It's just dudes masturbating.
The weirdest,
masturbating.
the weirdest shit, dude. Or like a dude in a Cookie Monster fucking costume, fucking putting lotion on somebody's toes. Like
see, that's interesting.
Like why?
That's interesting. Give me a little bit more to see than just you jerking off. Like I'm with that. Okay.
I don't know. Both of those creep me out an equal amount. I must.
Really?
Yeah, oh,
Yeah,
dude.
dude.
Look, like the masturbation. Like to me, the masturbation. I mean, it's regular and it doesn't. I mean, it's impolite, but it's not something that I'm disgusted by. You know what I mean?
It's impolite.
Well, at this point in time, if
it's
you
impolite,
still
but-
go onto those sites, you know what you're getting into.
Oh no, this was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But you know, like masturbation is impolite, but you know, you say whatever, you know, you move on. But when you see the dude in the Cookie Monster fucking thing, fucking putting lotion on fucking the feet that are coming out of the Elmo costume, like that is weird to me.
That is sexy as fuck.
It's extremely weird.
So
This is a world. This is a world that I've never been introduced to, and I never will. I will never get on chat roulette.
Yeah,
You should get on the dark web.
I don't even know if it still exists.
I do have
but I'm sure
Bitcoin,
there's
so
things similar to it.
I can technically purchase something off the dark web. I have Bitcoin,
Oof, look at you.
the currency of the future.
Goddamn crypto.
I have like $84 in Bitcoin. So yeah. It's because I used to use a gambling website and they wouldn't pay me
I'm
cash.
re-downloading
They
Tor right
only
now.
would give me Bitcoin.
I'm re-downloading Tor right now. We're buying some shit.
I can buy.
We're
I
getting
can
some
buy
illegal shit.
Well, no. I'm waiting because every year this is just another Super Bowl thing. By Wednesday or by like Tuesday or Wednesday, when you're actually hearing this, I might be an extremely rich person. During the Super Bowl, cryptocurrency takes a major spike because the amount of gamblers that use Bitcoin to make bets during the game.
That makes a lot of
So
sense.
Bitcoin makes like a humongous jump. So yes, as we record, I am an $84 Bitcoin owner. By the time you're listening to this, I don't know. I could have like a Lamborghini.
So
or
like if you were like a
something.
smart guy in fucking stocks or something like that,
Yes.
like a month or two before the fucking Super Bowl, you could buy a whole bunch of fucking stock in fucking cryptocurrency and fucking do a squeeze, and when it fucking spikes, sell it.
Yeah, I guess you could.
That's
Yeah,
kinda cool.
that's like a thing. That's also a thing you can bet on during the games is how much of a spike Bitcoin will take. Will it be between this number and this or like percentages?
But you know, people are just trying to fucking rob you. If there's that many things you can bet on, it means that you're not gonna win any fucking
No,
money.
and a lot of them aren't like the one that I had mentioned earlier is literally one of the coaches coach the game wearing a Hawaiian shirt. And it's just because outside of football, he wears Hawaiian shirts in very funny photos that go around. And so it's like kind of a joke, but it is something you can bet on. And yeah, you're going to lose 90% of the time. But most people betting on that are only going to throw $10, $20 on it in the hopes that they turn that into multiple $100 or even $1,000. It's just like, whatever, like $20 to maybe make like $2,000. Who knows?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I
mean, I understand the hype. You know, it's fun. You can go out there and you just throw a couple. You know, you can throw fucking $5 to $10 on each bet, and it'll be a fun thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love
If you're
it.
doing it to be rich, then it's kind of a dumb thing. If you're doing it to have fun, I'm all for it.
Well, I'm here for both.
Yep. So we've reached about that time. The Super Bowl's about ready to come on. We've been talking for about an hour, so
Yeah, roughly.
we're gonna have to cut this one up. I hope everyone enjoyed the episode. Let us
I
know
hope you
what y'all
enjoyed
think.
the Super Bowl. The Chiefs, congrats to the Chiefs for winning 27 to 24.
Do not know how to predict the future, Harmeyer. With that being said, I hope that y'all enjoyed this podcast. Everyone have a fucking phenomenal Super Bowl day, and we are out of here.
Good
See
night.
ya. Love you all.